What's up, lovers? Welcome back to the Love Talk. Guys, I promise you that my intent was not to record this video literally with no sound. The video that you're actually seeing was me in my unburdened place in my car, and I decided that I wanted to chat it up with you guys. However, when I got home to edit the video, there was actually no volume. So for whatever reason, it was connected to the car and it wasn't actually recording my voice, although I could still hear it. Listen, it just didn't work out, guys. So I don't want you guys to miss the message. That is the point. I wanted to still be able to put this out for you guys to hear the message, because the message is bigger than any, audio mishap. I wanted to create a video about how I feel like I'm a hypocrite, and I'm working on it. Am I a hypocrite? Are you a hypocrite? We're going to talk about it today. Now, this subject comes from the idea that God gives the strongest battles to the toughest soldiers. I saw this meme the other day, and it was this character just like dancing, like shouting, like dancing, like so happy, so energized. And it was because they received a phone call from God saying, you know what? You don't have to be the strongest soldier 2025. I'm gonna give you a break. So the person is like dancing and happy, and I thought it was hilarious. But it also made me think of those who are actually going through a storm and they feel like they always have to be strong. I often wonder if sometimes they're like, you know what? I don't want to be strong today. Like, get someone else to do it. I know I have those moments where I'm going through something and I feel like I want to be the one that's getting helped instead of helping someone else. And I feel like that time doesn't always come. That message, that memo, that exhale moment of, you know what, I don't have to worry about this, sometimes just doesn't come. And I think the bigger picture is that we shouldn't be waiting for it to come. Obviously, if we're put in the position to handle something based on the circumstance, it's because we are able to bear it. God wouldn't give you anything that you can't bear. So I'm trying to change my perspective on the things that I go through and how I allow them to make me feel. I'm working on being frustrated about things, being overwhelmed with things, and not necessarily looking at it as, oh my gosh, I hate that I have to deal with this, but more so like I get to deal with this because God knows I'm strong enough to handle it. And my motto here for this platform, the Love Talk, is allowing you guys the space to be hopeful romantics instead of hopeless romantics. And in doing that, I feel like it helps keep you guys encouraged to pursue people, to love yourself first, of course. And then that opens the door for you to be able to spread love to other people. And I feel like a lot of times I am preaching for you guys to be hopeful, but I'm not necessarily breaking down what it actually takes to remain hopeful in all circumstances. And for me, it's those quiet moments with myself. It's those unburdened places where I can think without being interrupted, which most times that would be in the car with no music playing, or in the shower where no one can really disturb me. Those are the places where I come up with some of the best ideas. That's when I feel alone with my thoughts to filter them out and understand what it is that I'm feeling. And I also feel like a place of peace, because in those moments, like, it's quiet and it's just me, myself, and God. And those are the times that I feel the most safe and comfortable. And it's in those spaces that I'm able to pour back into myself so that I can continue filling other people's cup within my life. Those that are in my environment, I do have to find ways to pour back into myself, which is very important. And also, when it comes to being a hopeful romantic, I feel like your character definitely has to uphold a certain standard. And when I say that, I'm actually going to tap into the entire outlook of this video, which is, am I a hypocrite? So how can I preach to you guys to be hopeful if I'm not being hopeful in all aspects of my life? So I'm going to wheel you into what I mean by all of this. Am I a hypocrite? Yes, I am a hypocrite. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm a hypocrite because I preach for you guys to be positive, to be hopeful. But the one time in life that I decided to not be hopeful, not to take the higher road, it definitely cost me a world of guilt and grief. And this is because my son's father, who recently passed in October, him and I were very cordial. We didn't have any type of bad blood. I knew that he was going through some type of mental crisis for the past couple of years. I am a mental health advocate. I'm a crisis counselor. I have a support group. I have all these things lined up to be a support system for people that are in my space or out of my space. For anyone who has access to me, I want to be able to provide that mental health comfort. This one time in life, he reached out to me. I'm not going to go into details about what it was about. However, instead of taking the higher road, instead of understanding that this is someone who may be going through something, it's not about me, I made it about me, and I took the low road. I definitely did not be the bigger person in that situation, and it ended in an argument. And that was actually the last time that I spoke with him. So just imagine the guilt that I have been feeling, knowing that someone is gone. I'll never get the opportunity to apologize, to, clean up that argument. I have definitely been sitting with it. I had to forgive myself. I had to understand that I was not at fault, and that, there is room for growth for me. This isn't the end. This doesn't mean that I can't forgive myself. So in this instance, I essentially feel like I failed. I failed to uphold the standard of being an advocate. And although I'm in the process of forgiving myself while grieving for myself and my son, the message, the bigger picture here is to always be kind. You never know when someone has reached their last straw. You never know if you're going to be able to apologize to them. So approach everyone, every situation, any circumstance with grace, with kindness, with patience, and with love. I want you guys to continue being hopeful romantics. I want you to continue to be hopeful in all aspects of your life. Do not be a hypocrite. Do not try to preach something that you're not actually practicing. And I'm going to do that as well. I would like to practice what I preach, and peace and love from here. No arguments, no type of going for the jugular. It's all about love and peace and the right approach. Rest in peace, Corey.